Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Justin87, and I guess I'm gonna delve into a little bit of story time because I keep seeing comments like, why do you keep rolling the BORTAC skins? Like, what makes them cool compared to other TAC teams? And personally, I don't know. People, I guess, go nuts for that skin. They like it. That's, I guess, their little personal reasoning for it. I don't think they're necessarily, I don't know, any cooler, but I like them. However, do have a little bit of a little bit of a personal story, kind of why I kind of leaned more towards the Vortex skin versus I don't know something else. Actually, when I was getting out, I was actually looking at some options to see where I wanted to take my career path, and I had looked at Border Patrol and heard of BORTAC through watching other videos and talking to other vets and stuff like that and was looking them up, and I was like, you know what? Why not? Let me fucking see about. Maybe we'll take this pathway. And at the time, I don't know what the requirements are, but you had to spend 2 years as a Customs Border Patrol protection agent. I probably just completely fucked saying that up, but I think the requirements then, and they probably still are, you have to spend 2 years on, and then take their selection process. And then, I was looking at the requirements at the time, and the requirements at the time, they were not that difficult for me. I was like, yeah, I can probably fucking smoke this. I'm still in pretty good shape. Um, so, and as long as I can maintain that level of physical fitness for the next 2 years, if I decide to jump on this shit, why not? Let's give it a shot and see what happens. And in my experience, usually when you start the process for things like this, for any kind of like law enforcement or whatever, it usually takes about 6 months before you even really get like a time to go to like any kind of academy or whatever. At least that's been my experience. I'm not a Leo. I can't say for certain, but usually when you start the process, it usually takes quite a few months before you generally see the results of it. But I was like, fuck it, let's start it. So I don't remember how I pushed it out. I think I might have went to their website and pushed out for a class or something like that to go schedule testing. Uh, got an email back um, for a testing site, and they have testing sites, from my understanding, all over. But I specifically went to Detroit and did my testing. Went there, did their written testing, which has whatever the written portion is. I can't remember. It's been so many years. And then there's a language portion to who can speak Espanol, and then there's an artificial language aptitude portion where they kind of have this made up language to gauge and see what your capability is for learning a foreign language. And I'm like, yeah, I've been there, done that. Fuck yeah, let's do this shit. I don't know Espanol, but I should be able to ace this portion.
Tick, 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 tick.
Went through that. I think, I'm not sure how long it took to process, but kind of told me that I scored in a certain percentile. Scored well. But I think they were only taking initially, like, I don't know if it was the top 5% or the top certain percentage of a certain percentile. I didn't make the initial cut. So I was like, okay, well, they're only taking certain people from this percentage up. So I guess I'm just not going to be able to do this shit. But lo and behold, I think it was a couple months later, I got another email, and it was like, hey, we've extended from this percentile to this percentile, and I think I was like in the 90, 91 or something like that. So they were probably totally taking like 5% or 8% or whatever. And they were like, all right, hey, you've been selected to continue on the process. And I was like, fuck, man, I already started delving into the private sector and was getting myself established in that. So I was like, whatever. Because during the testing phases, when they wanted to further the testing, was a time frame where I was already scheduled to go do something else. So I actually sent an email back. I don't remember if it was a recruiter. I was like, these are the only testing phases, and I think the response I got back was pretty much yes. So they're not gonna readjust. This is basically it. This is your one shot. Are you gonna take it or not? And I was like, I already lined some things up, man. I can't just all of a sudden, because in my brain it was like I can't just all of a sudden shift my focus because say I go to this testing process and then say, I don't know, something happens and you're like, well, I'm only taking a certain percentage from this percentile, so screw it. So I wasn't about to screw this other opportunity I had lined up on a maybe. So that's my story. Would I go back and do it again? Yeah, I probably would. I wouldn't change what I did, but having a child and everything else, that's not really on the table right now. Maybe when she gets older. But yeah, that's my story. So I had actually had a little bit of a vested interest in, Customs and Border Protection, and that's as far as I got. So there's my little story tidbit for you. A little bit of a delve into my life and generally why I kind of lean towards taking the skin. Because I was like, yeah, I was actually interested in doing this shit at one point, but things change. So there's your story time with J-Red. Other than that, enjoy the video, enjoy the rest of the video, and I'll catch you later.
Move in and clear it.
Roger that. Moving up. Light stick away.
That's the fun room.
Fall in behind me.
Roger, coming to you.
Provide cover.
Roger that, sir.
That's a bad hallway. That's a really bad hallway. Get out of my way. 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 Get the fuck. Okay, no problem. I mean, there we go. Oh my fucking god. Just fall on the fucking stack. Okay? Thanks. I need voice commands badly.
Roger. Look at that. It's open.
I can hear him.
Through the door and clear.
All right. Roger that.
That's my stick.
All right. Light stick away.
What the f...
Cover this area.
Roger. We'll take care of it.
Oh my god. Okay, just let the AI go through the fucking door. Just...
Reporting. Mission objective failed. Roll in.
Oh, fuck. I'm on a time frame. I probably would have known that if I'd have turned on the fucking HUD. Shit. Oh, I'm on a time frame. Roger that.